Hello everyone and welcome to this tutorial where we'll be guiding you on how to create high quality AI art using Leonardo AI. We'll be covering the secrets to creating gallery grade AI art using Leonardo AI. Leonardo has solidified its place as a go-to studio for creators who need more than just a random image. They need surgical control, brand consistency, and professional grade resolution. We'll show you how you can use the image guidance, explore the token system, and show you how you can use the character reference tool to keep your subjects consistent across every piece of art you generate. Also, if you want to try out Leonardo yourself, you can go ahead and use my link down below in the description to start for free and create high quality AI images in minutes. Now, once you get onto your dashboard, the layout is designed to keep your workflow fluid. Let's break down the buttons and menus you'll be using to create your masterpiece. Now, this is what you'll find, and right away, you can just go ahead and start prompting. Once you click on the prompt area, you'll need to choose between image or video, choose the frame size. If you want it to be dynamic, cinematic, these are options of style you might want to have. And then of course the model. It's currently in auto, but you can of course click on more options to see more, and then it's going to take you right here. And then when you click down, you'll see some more options which we'll be getting into in a moment. And then of course by typing your prompt, you can click on this button right here to improve the quality of your prompt. So let's say a flying car, right? And then once we click on this button right here, you see some options and we can see improve prompt. Once we click on improve prompt, you can see a detailed prompt just from what we wrote before. So instead of just saying a flying car, it says a sleek, futuristic flying car hovers gracefully in the air. Let's stop right there. Now, of course you said a flying car, but of course a flying car is futuristic and we can expect a futuristic car to be slick. So Leonardo does a great job in trying to discern what you mean and provide a better prompt for it to provide a better output. So if you're fine with this inspiration, you could of course go ahead and click on generate, and you can see right here up to 40 tokens. This is a good feature because it helps you to know what you'd be spending for tokens before you actually click on generate. So you just simply need to hover over the generate button right here and you see the number of tokens that will be needed. Of course, you could click on this again and you can see new random prompt where it will generate a random prompt with AI, not from what you had written earlier. Then of course you have edit with AI where you can use it to make quick changes to your prompt. So if you click on this, you could type in what you'd like to change from this new prompt. Going back, you can see describe with AI and you can upload an image and generate its description. Now let's step over to the image button right here. Now once we click on image, it's going to take us to this page. Now this is where you get to make your settings in order to prepare Leonardo for the best output. This of course is your prompt bar, which we just talked about, where you'll need to provide a good prompt and use the AI to help you out. And then of course you have your model. We suggest you try to use the Lucid Origin. This is great for general art, or you could go ahead and use other options which you might be more familiar with. So by going with the Lucid Origin, we have that selected, and then you have the prompt enhanced. If you click on the drop down, it says automatic, on or off. With the automatic option selected, it says short prompt will be expanded, long prompt will be modified. So this strikes the balance depending on the user. And then you have the style. You could go for cinematic, creative, dynamic, fashion, non-portrait, stock photo, or vibrant. By default is in dynamic, and then you have the generation mode. You could go with the fast or with the ultra. But depending on the plan you're on, the Ultra will be on a paid plan. At this point, we'd like to remind you that if you want to try out Leonardo AI yourself, you can use my link down below in the description for free to start creating high quality images in minutes. Now I'd like to talk about more settings. You have your image dimensions. You have 2:3, 1:1, 16:9, and custom. You also have the quality of the image you'd like to have from small to medium to large. And then of course, if you want a custom dimension, which is not here, you can click on custom, and here you can see some more suggestions where you can pick from. You could adjust the slider from a wide to tall option, and there you have exactly what you're looking for. And of course, you're not just doing things blindly, you're actually seeing the changes happen right here. So if it's 9:16, this is what it's going to look like. If it's 16:9, this is what it's going to look like, right? And then everything in between. And then of course, as you're using the slider, it's changing the platform that uses that as their standard. So if we move to 1:1, you can see square under devices. If we keep moving, you see Twitter for 3. So you want to take note of this. Why does this matter? Well, depending on the platform you're using it will be best to create an image that is already compatible instead of cropping an image after going through the creation process. Along the way, you also have the number of images. Now, the number of images simply states how many variations of images the AI will provide at the end of the generation. So if we provide a prompt and we say generate, from this setting right here, we'll be having 4 variations. Well, do you like variations? This is pretty much up to you. If you want to have 2 or 4 or just 1, it's up to you. But having more than 1 at least will help you to see different options of the same prompt, just a few tweaks, and see which you'd like to proceed with. Remember, the AI is trying to present you with the best option, so it doesn't know exactly what's in your mind. So by making it to provide at least 4, for example, you'd get to choose from one of the guesses from the AI. Now I'd like to talk about image guidance. Image guidance is an awesome tool. You have some options right here: style reference, character reference, and content reference. Now, when you're talking about the style reference, it's basically saying borrow the vibe or color palette of a reference image without copying the content. So you can see right here, this is some multicolored look right here. And for the new image, which is completely different from this one, it maintains the color style. And then you have the character reference. You can use this to keep a person's face identical across different prompts. Great for storytelling, and it's used by many. And then you have the content reference. You can use this to keep the structure of an image, but of course to change the style entirely. There are more options, so you can go ahead and explore these to help you get the best image output. And then of course you have the flow state and blueprints. If you click on the flow state, this is for those who prefer high-speed iteration. The flow state area allows you to generate images as fast as you can think of them, which is a massive time saver. Then of course, when we go back, you can go over to the more button right here and you see real-time canvas. Now this is a live drawing to image tool. If we erase this, so if we come over to the empty canvas and do this, you see something more refined from what we did here. And then you have the in-paint. You can use this to easily edit your work by painting and prompting to change specific areas of an image. As you can see from the examples right here, you could of course highlight the area and provide a prompt to change that area. Creating high quality art isn't just about typing words in a box. It's about mastering the workflow and knowing what all the different knobs and features on Leonardo can do for you. By using the image guidance to maintain consistency and choosing the right foundation model, you are no longer just a user, you're an art director. Leonardo provides the tools, but your imagination provides the direction. Don't be afraid to experiment with elements or push the limits of real-time canvas. The more you guide the AI, the more unique your results would be. But just take note that as you're experimenting, your tokens will be consumed with each prompt or action. If you'd like to try out Leonardo yourself, you can use my link down below in the description for free to start creating high quality images in minutes. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.